Okay, so today is something you don't see very often by me, even by some of the best, Sam Sulek. He says he does cardio, but we very rarely see it. So does he do it? All the others, every fitness influencer, do they show you cardio? No. And why? Well, the honest truth is because no one bloody well watches it. No one's going to watch this video. Who wants to listen or watch someone do cardio? God, it's boring enough when you have to do it yourself, let alone watch someone do something really boring, which they find equally as boring. I'm going to try to mix up today because I'm going to be talking to you about how my cut's going, as well as that, kind of how training's going as a whole, then talking a little bit about the fitness industry as well. So I'm going to be on this. Yep, that's an exercise bike for all of you that don't recognise it or may well have recognised it, but just put your clothes on it instead of using it. But we're going to get underway. So let's position you where you can hear me, but as well as that, where that pull down machine isn't in the way. Let's ride it up, and we're going to do about 20 minutes. So I'm going to chat, talk to you, and you're going to help me get through what could be a painful next 20 minutes. Let's go. Right, so, and they're off. Let's get this on first. Okay, so we're just going to do a manual set, and that will allow me to put the levels up. Okay, so we're going to put it straight up to level 7 and get going. So as I said, I'm going to do this for about 20 minutes. Already did a long walk today, which is all good. So I'm just going to couple that in with cardio, and this will hopefully help me bring down that body weight. So how's the cut been going? So start the cut, probably, you'll know this better than me, but probably around about, I want to say about 10 days ago, maybe, yeah, 10 days ago, certainly not 2 weeks, I reckon maybe 10 days ago, if that. So started off at 90.2 kilos, so that's just over 200 pounds, about 200.5, 6 pounds or something like that. So where I'm at today are the kind of like 8 to 10 days. Today, I weighed in at exactly 88 kilos. So in the last 7 days, 10 days, I've lost 2 kilos, which is on or around, what's that, about 5 pounds or something like that. So quite happy with that. As I said, had a long walk today, did legs this morning, and right now just hammering through some cardio. So I can't stand cardio, and if you love it, you're a better person than I am. Yeah, not a fan of cardio, but to be honest with you, it keeps my metabolism high. It helps shred some calories. Happy days. So it's all good. So outside of the weight, so how have I been dropping the 2 kilos in weight? So let's go through that now. So start to use MyFitnessPal again. So a really good app. There's plenty out there. I've always used that. It's all good. So yeah, just been tracking my calories. During kind of bulk stage, I was on just over 3,000 calories a day, so about three on average. So what I did, first couple of days of cut, I took that straight down to 2,700, then down to 2,300, and that was in the last, 4 days. And now I'm sitting on 2,000 calories. Some of you might just be saying out there, you're going to lose body weight, but you're going to lose muscle and everything else with it as well. So I'm trying to keep the protein high. So protein versus carbs versus fat is high. So certainly reduce the fat. So it's on or around about 50 grams of fat a day. 45 to 50 grams of fat. Carbs, still on or around, 180 grams of carbs. So just below my body weight, if you look at gram per pound. And the protein, trying to get exactly the same as the carbs, so 180 as well. So carbs and proteins the same. That will be changing. So I'll be dropping carbs very soon over the next week and increasing protein. Yeah, so far it's all right. It's giving me what I need. I'm not losing any strength at all, which might mean you weren't bloody well strong enough to begin with. But yeah, it's all good. So far, so good. Have to admit, bulking, for those that have bulked before, bloody hell, bulking's so easy. So easy. If anything, you have to kind of like, whoa, I've had too much, which is always great. Cutting, flipping egg. Honestly, where I am at the moment, 2,000 calories. Bloody hell. Like this morning, my protein shake or mass gainer came in, just 2 scoops, came in at just over 300. Flipping lunch was an Actimel yogurt, so I just grabbed it, just for a little bit of calcium, a little bit of protein, not a lot. And then where we sit for dinner, I stupidly got used to buying mince, like 20% fat, 15% fat mince, which of course, during a bulk is ideal, high calories. Yeah. So I programmed it into my head that this evening I wanted to have 500 grams of mince. So with that 15 and 20%, well, especially 20%, 500 grams of lean mince came in at something around 1,200 calories. So I thought, right, okay, it's gonna be 1,200 plus what I've had already today, plus something later on in the evening as well, will get me to my 2,000. Stupidly, I'd already behind the scenes done the planning. So I bought lean pork, and as well as that, I bought 5%. So when I stuck 500 grams into my FitnessPal, it came out only 630 calories, which is music to my ears, because it does mean now I've got 600 calories this evening to burn. Well, not burn, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, that 600 could be what I'd really like is another mass gainer, which will put me 300, and then an extra 300. Ooh, might even look at something like tuna on wholemeal pita bread with 2 fried eggs. But I'm thinking about chucking 2 fried eggs on top of the lean pork, 5%, I'm going to be having for dinner. Yeah, I'm literally doing this 20 minutes of cardio now, 25 minutes of cardio. Then after this, I'm going to be going in and having that dinner. Thank God. Yeah. All good in the hood. So, what should we chat about? Chatting about my diet, chatting about all things fitness. Let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about what I've seen this week, fitness influence wise, on my travels around social media. And then also a little bit of off topic, because I'm not just fitness, I'm not one dimensional, I do like other things as well, so we can talk about them. But from a fitness influence point of view, picked up and watched the latest Trend Twins video. Very funny as always. They just make me absolutely giggle. They're huge, you can see the boys freaking train like animals, but they've got such a funny side to the videos as well. Absolutely hilarious. What else have I done? Picked up Sam Sulek, a couple of his videos this week, but to be honest with you, and this is going to be controversial and everyone's going to hate me, I'll listen to about 5 minutes of his car chat and potentially 5 minutes at the end, but I don't watch too much of him in the gym. That's just me. But yeah, it's all good. Find the kid interesting, and yeah, I like his philosophies on life and things like that. It's all good. But yeah, the exercises he do, not surprisingly, just like me, they're not revolutionary, because let's be honest with you, it's like everything. There's only a couple of really good exercises you can do for your chest, for your back, for your triceps, for biceps. All you're going to be doing is the same type of exercises, but ultimately it'll be a Changing tempo, changing frequency, so how often you're training those per week, a change in weight, so going lower, higher weight, changing rep range and set range, so fewer or more sets and fewer or more rep ranges depending on your type of programming that you're doing at that given time. So very much the exercises don't change at all. It's the programming which really makes the changes to your physique, strength, muscular endurance, cardio, that type of thing. And of course, as I always say, your body's built in the kitchen or lost in the fridge. So yeah, don't I know that after the last cut, or bulk should I say. So yeah, my last bulk was first time I'd ever got above 88 kilos, where I am now. So I've never weighed more than that in my life, so my 46 years on earth. So I got up to 90 kilos. I have to admit, what it did show me was, I just hold it all around here. That was probably due to what I was eating. Yeah, dirty bulking as much as anything else. And yeah, it's calories in, calories out, but there's got to be some strictness with that as well. So yeah, that's taught me the next bulk, yeah, just to be a little bit more classy with it. Yeah, it should be good. So where I am at the moment, 88, where do I want to get to? I would really like to get down to about 84 kilos. I think when I'm around 83, 84, I've got a decent frame. As well as that, you start to get the veins coming out. You start to see more kind of muscle, kind of definition. I'm trying to think of the word. Oh Jesus, it's escaped me. But yeah, just more muscular definition. And to be honest with you, I don't lose a lot of strength. I mean, going up to 90 kilos, bar probably the deadlift, that I saw a slight increase. Bench didn't increase. Yeah, arms, back, nothing else really increased at all. If anything, certainly of course your bodyweight exercises like pull-ups, things like that became more difficult because you're pretty much lifting 6 or 7 kilos heavier than you ever have done before. So yeah, interesting. All good in the hood. But I'm glad you're with me this evening, because I am now, what are we through? We're 11.5 minutes through it. To be honest with you, I would have turned this off, packed my bags and gone in after about 4 or 5 minutes. Just like, God, give me a bike on the road. Flipping heck. I haven't run for ages, but I'm not a bad runner. But yeah, this kind of thing just bores the nuts out of me. But if it will help my cut, smash on it. Absolutely all over it. So it's all good. Right, so let's answer a few questions that people might have, and I don't think I'm big enough on YouTube for them to be answered or even asked right now. But what else do I like doing? So yeah, usual kind of spending time with family, as well as that I love my cars. I'm trying to curb it at the moment, because usually I've always got 2 cars on the go. One works perfectly and one is knackered. And either I picked up what I thought was a great deal and an easy fix, and it never happens, or now and again I'm lucky and I just get a car at a great price and get it started and get it working and spin it for a profit. So like last year, God, I went through BMW 6 Series, Mercedes, my favourite car last year, and flipping it, I don't know if I posted on TikTok or anything. If I did, go and have a look at it. It was an awesome car. My bucket car of all time was a 1977, so my year of birth, 1977 black C3 Corvette 5.7. Picked it up for an absolute steal up north. I've been doing loads of research on it before I bought it, and of course knew the car back to front, so it was a non-runner. Quickly found out why, and actually working with those cars, you open up the bonnet and everything's there. It's easy to fix, it's easy to see, little leaks and where they're coming from or whatever else. Nowadays, you open a bonnet, everything's plastic. Even with the supercars and everything, you look at it and think, Jesus, you have to plug in a diagnostic. And depending on how many faults you get, each fault's worth about £1,000. So yeah, nightmare. Yeah, it's all good. I'm trying to be really disciplined now. So I'm just down to the single car. Touch wood. Wherever. But yeah, down to a single car now. So I've got BMW, oldest BMW, 435 X-Drive, diesel, really good. It's had a few little things done to it. There's a few mods just to make it better than standard. I'll probably just leave it at that. May well have seen a couple of clips of it on YouTube videos, certainly on TikTok you would have. But yeah, I enjoy it. Cracking economy, absolutely awesome. When you whack it in sport, with a few little mods it's had, yeah, freaking hell, tears things up. Yeah, just a nice comfortable drive and very pretty on the eye, which is all good. Right, so let's come away from fitness for a second, shall we? Like, I'm trying to be fit. We've got 5 minutes left. So, outside of fitness, what do I enjoy doing? So it talks about time with family, it talks about motors. So I absolutely love my motors. But as well as that, I also, to be honest with you, love a little bit of social media. So 99.9% of the social media that I watch is once family have gone to bed, I've literally got an hour between kind of them going to bed, me having to go to bed myself at work the next day. So I literally just jump in. So who are my top social media people that I go to? Now my background isn't just fitness. So I've worked in the fitness industry for about 27, 28 years, but sales and marketing, absolutely love it. So people like Alex Hormozi, awesome guy, really, really good. Just a general, absolutely grade A entrepreneur. So he's wicked. Got your kind of Andy Elliott's as well. So very much kind of starting off in car sales, very big on solar, but he's just an energy. It's an absolute freaking energy. So I like that. I like the energy he brings to his sales. He talks from the heart. It's like it's a team. It's not I, it's us. So that's really good. So yeah, definitely. Then from a marketing point of view, people like Gary V. Freaking, yeah. Gary Vaynerchuk. Awesome. Got all of his books. Read all of his books. Very, very good guy. Got a couple of other marketeers as well that really follow. So sales and marketing, a big thing. As I said, motors. So people like Matt Armstrong, Sam Crack, who's in the US, buys and sells motors, some crazy motors, does them up, fixes them, learned a lot on that as well. As I said, I'm trying not to watch as many of those, because every time I watch Matt Armstrong, Sam Crack, even things like Carwow and Alex Autos or Auto Alex, whatever it is, I just want to go out and put another car on my drive. So I'm trying to curb that at the moment. It's literally coming off it like thinking cold turkey. So yeah, at the moment it is just fitness. Outside of that, there's also some fun as well. So what else do I like? At the moment I'm following a guy that didn't realise he's huge on TikTok. Massive, and got a really good following as well on YouTube now. A guy called Brady, I think his name is. It's #Brady. Probably all like Barry, but he just started following him, what the frick. So yeah, he's kind of, I've just started watching his travels around Thailand. But the guy is, yeah, I mean, he explains himself as not necessarily unusual, but flipping heck, louder than life. He's a bit of a depressant on himself. So Jesus Christ, if he can moan about something, he'll find something to moan about. He'd moan about moaning, or moan about being happy. But no, he's a cracking guy, hilarious guy. And he's so personable that so many people know him and he takes time to talk to them. As well as that, he's not disrespectful to the locals in Thailand. He gets under there, he'll pay them tips and different things as well for good service. I think he's just an all-round like quality guy. So yeah, just started following him when I can. It's every other day or every couple of days. Then go back and watch a few of his videos. Yeah, he's a funny one. So # Brady. Who else? I mean, I've got loads of my other ones, which are kind of your Grant Cardones of the world. When it comes to entrepreneurship and marketing, he's really good. Grant Cardone talks some freaking sense, really does. But yeah, what else? There's some smaller influencers that I kind of follow. So smaller influencers like I've mentioned it before, I think his name's Joel Dava or or something like that. He's got J Dava Fit or something. So he's just a young kiddie working hard and doing really well. So yeah, pick up quite a few of his videos when they come on my kind of follow you page. What else? Oh, forgot the biggest thing. I also love blinking food as well. So if you like food, who do you go to? Who do you watch on YouTube for a bit of fun, a bit of a crack, and for some crazy food eating? Beard meets food. So yeah, absolutely good quality guy. So yeah, follow him as well. Followed him for years, probably I would say him and Matt Does Fitness, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, they're probably my oldest fitness, or not fitness, but social influencers that I've followed for quite a few years now. But yeah, he's hilarious, man. He's so funny. Just some of the stuff he eats, Jesus Christ. You need an organ trolley, get me to the nearest A&E. They'd have to open me up and empty me into a bin. Don't know how the guy flipping well eats that amount. He can only eat about 80 kilos and he's consuming kilos worth of food per eat. I know he does literally fast, so he won't eat for like 24, 48 hours. He often mentions that on his videos. But the guy's also ripped. I think he was a PT or well into his fitness or something back in the day. But yeah, absolute vascularity body, like an absolute temple, which always surprises quite a few people. Right, so we are up to about 22 minutes. So I'm just going to use this next minute just to drop it off level 10 on this horrendous Reebok cycle. Yeah, it's just freeing it up. Should have been wearing a t-shirt, not a fucking hoodie. That's my fault. Just use this last 45 minutes. 45 seconds just to finish this off. Then I will be in to make my dinner. So that'll be 500 grams of lean pork, mince, 5% fat, so that comes in at 630 calories, decent amount of protein in there as well. 100 grams of protein or something silly. Decent amount of carbs as well, but protein packed. So I'm looking forward to that meal. I'll chuck some peppers in, some mushrooms in as well. As I said, whatever calories are left over, I might save a few calories. Having a 2,000 calorie, if I get to 1,700, my goal isn't just to get another 300 in me. It's usually to say, am I hungry? Do I need that extra 300? Or, to be honest with you, if I do, I just look at the most protein-packed food I have in the house, which isn't going to take me over 300 calories, but is going to deliver me some whopping great protein to make sure I get to my target, bloody close to it, or slightly over it. But that is me. Jesus. Oh my God. I'd say that was fun. Sweat on my forehead will tell you otherwise. That was decent. So that was in all, I turned it off. Nuts, I turned it off. So that was about 23, 24 minutes. It was a decent amount of cardio. As I said, I was out walking for about an hour and a half today. So that would have delivered me thousands of walks as well. So even though I'm talking 2,000, take the leg workout I did this morning, a walk and the cardio I've just done there. You've got to add that in, you've got to add that exercise, like intensity, etc., to those calories, because I'll be burning calories doing these types of things as well. So yeah, interested to see where I am tomorrow. As I said, I was on around 78 kilos, so I've lost 2 kilos in the last 7 to 10 days, which is good, exactly where I need to be. But I want to get down. I going to get down to 83, ready for the summer, ripped. I do not want to lose any strength. So I'm going to keep the intensity of training up. As you'll probably see, some of my workouts as well are higher repetition, where I just know I've got to work on endurance, on things like legs and other exercises as well. Yeah, what I always find is work with endurance, work with the rep range and form, and then the strength will come. Don't try to go strength and 3 to 5 repetitions if your form's shocking and the weight is just too much. You're wasting your freaking time. Get good form, get muscular endurance in there as well, so you're doing more than about 1 or 2 sets. You're not blowing through your arse, and that is definitely the way to go. But that's me. That is me. So a little bit more than cardio. I hope you watched as much of the video as you can. A little bit of background on me as well. But please drop a comment if you like these kind of content now and again, where I'm not just kind of like lifting weight and looking like I'm in pain, although I probably look like I was in pain a lot of the time on that as well. Then give me a shout. But other than that, like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you on the next one. Stay safe, enjoy, let's go.